Olive is an ostrich. She lives with her family in the outback. But Olive is very different. Olive's dad loves to run. Olive isn't a fast runner. Olive's mum enjoys laying huge eggs. Olive doesn't like the look of that at all. Olive's little brother pecks at the ground to find tasty roots to eat. Pecking at the ground makes Olive sneeze. But Olive has an incredible imagination. So while the rest of her family are running, pecking and laying eggs, Olive can be found imagining herself going on amazing adventures when she buries her head down, down into the sand. Until she popped up somewhere new. Olive was standing underneath a big tree. Next to it, lots of small aeroplanes were parked side by side.
Look at all these aeroplanes.
Cried a little voice. Olive looked up and saw a tiny baby bird falling down from the tree. It was trying to flap its wings and fly. She just managed to catch the baby bird.
I'm Olive. Are you okay?
I'm Barry.
Squeaked the little bird.
I was trying to fly, but I'm not very good at it.
Well, you're only a baby. Where are your mum and dad?
I don't know. I went for a nap, and when I woke up, they'd flown off with the rest of the flock along with all my brothers and sisters. Maybe you could help me fly and catch up with my family.
I'm sorry. Ostriches can't fly.
Oh, what am I going to do?
Olive looked over at the planes and noticed one of them taking off into the sky.
I'm sure no one will mind if we borrow a plane for a little while. After all, it is an emergency.
Olive and Barry walked over and jumped into the cockpit of one of the planes. Inside, she found a long scarf and some goggles and put them on.
You know how to fly a plane, Olive?
Asked Barry.
Not really. But how hard can it be?
Olive saw a big red button in front of her. She pushed it and the engine roared into life. Olive steered the plane towards the runway.
How do I take off? Maybe it's this big lever.
Olive pulled back on the lever. The plane accelerated down the runway and they soared up into the sky.
We're flying!
I know!
It did take Olive a bit of time to get the hang of flying the plane.
Flying a plane is harder than I thought.
This is the best fun ever!
Eventually, Olive brought the plane under control and Barry spotted something above them. It was a flock of birds.
Look, I can see my mum and dad.
Barry waved up to his family.
Barry, what are you doing in that plane? Land down there. We'll meet you on the ground.
Just one tiny problem. I don't know how to land.
What are we going to do?
Olive looked up at the flock of birds and then at the long scarf around her neck.
A scarf? Some birds? I think I may have an idea.
Olive turned off the engine and the propeller stopped. She took off the scarf and held it so it trailed above the plane.
Okay, I want everyone to grab hold of this scarf and keep flapping those wings.
All the birds in the flock grabbed hold of the scarf with their feet. They kept flapping their wings and the plane stayed flying.
It's working, Olive.
The birds flew the plane back down, setting it gently on the ground, right next to the other planes where Olive and Barry had found it earlier.
Phew! Oh, thanks, everyone.
We didn't know we'd left you behind,
said Barry's mum, giving him a cuddle.
Yes, I was sure I'd counted all our chicks before we left, but I must have counted wrong. What a surprise.
It was Olive who helped me. She's my hero.
Thank you, Olive.
That's okay. I had a flapping brilliant time.
They all laughed, and as they did, Olive realised it was time to go.
Typical Olive, daydreaming again.
Said her mum.
Actually, I've been helping a baby bird fly.
Your head's been in the sand too long, dear.
Said Olive's dad. Her little brother laughed. But Olive wasn't listening. She was already dreaming of her next big adventure.